Hello and welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Fiona Scott.
And me, Ellis Butcher.
And holding us together this week is resident IT expert Martyn Stewart. Good morning, Martyn.
Good morning.
Lovely to be back. As you know, I've been working on the Campbelltown Courier for the last couple of weeks. So the lovely Hannah O'Hanlon could have a well-earned break. But I've brought back some very exciting news. You'll all know many music festivals in the area have been cancelled this year because of COVID, but the ones that can are going virtual and doing their festivals online. So Mull Kintyre Music Festival, which actually starts tonight, is doing that. They're having a virtual weekend, so it's on till from tonight until Sunday. But to launch it, and launch is a wee hint there, the organisers have arranged a very special performance by local supergroup Slanjdevar All Stars, which involves NASA.
Wow.
The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and also the International Space Station. You can read all about that in this week's Oban Times, but it's very exciting.
They have liftoff.
They have liftoff. It's an out-of-this-world performance, Ellis.
She may have been away, but she's still on form.
But what have you been up to? I've missed you all.
Oh, we've missed you, Fiona, as well. We really have. But you're a itinerant journalist, aren't you? You will go where the stories are. Well, Kathy and I have been quite busy as well. But one of the stories that stands out for me this week is I went along to see Des McMillan. Now, people in Oban will know that Des McMillan is one of the key founding figures of Martyn's Monday Club. And Des and a really nice young lass called Sophie King have been telling me this week about how they plan to extend Martyn's Monday Club to the 16 to 21-year-old age group. So the idea is that on a Wednesday, they open up the hall and people aged between 16 and 21 can go along, have a chat and get some peer-to-peer support. If they've got any problems, they've got any worries, they don't have to have a mental health issue. But it's a really great new service, but they want as many youngsters as possible to come along.
Oh, they're a wonderful group along there. And yeah, especially at the moment, youngsters that have been sitting waiting on exam results and had to go through COVID. We're not seeing their friends and that, it's just lovely to go along and be able to speak to somebody. And you'll meet people of the same age group there as well. So
exactly, that's the whole idea, that that they get together with a bunch of peers and have a good natter.
Yeah, because as we know, Ellis, on a Wednesday, it all helps us.
It helps us on a Wednesday to meet up and have a natter, doesn't it? And a nice coffee somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it does much for Martyn, but me and Kathy are okay. So other news this week. Yes, so the building development at Dunbeg had promised that there was going to be a children's play area there within 5 years of the work starting, which hasn't happened. But they have the reasons for that, and Councillor Julie McKenzie has sent an open letter out to the community of Dunbeg just to assure them that, these play parks are going to happen. I think they're talking about 8 play parks and a multi-use games area. Work's already started on 2 of the play parks that are going to happen. There's just been some problems. Obviously, you can't have children wandering about going to play parks when there's building work still ongoing, and there's been a few little hitches like that, but they are going to happen, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. So that's good news, and you can read all the details about that and what everybody's saying. We have a link spokesperson spoke to us this week and just let us know what was happening. So have a look at that in this week's paper.
8 play parks, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
8 play parks, yeah.
They do need it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we've just spoke about Martyn's Monday Club and mental health, and yeah, kids need to get out and be enjoying themselves.
Absolutely.
And it is going to happen out there, so that's all good.
Well, another story that I've been working on this week is about our fantastic NHS. There's a local group, as everyone will know, called Crerar Hotels that runs about 7 hotels in total across Scotland, including the Oban Bay and Lochfine Hotel and Spa, and also one on Mull. And what they did this weekend, this is such a magnanimous gesture by Crerar, is that they opened their doors for the entire weekend to NHS key workers and their families and friends. And what it amounts to really is nearly £250,000 worth of spend. All 7 hotels opened up their doors for the entire weekend to people that had been nominated for the work that they'd done during the pandemic. So we've got a story about that. But what a way to thank these essential key workers. And the beauty of it was that the weather was fantastic. I think they've all had, a dinner, bed and breakfast, a few drinks. They've been piped in. They've had children clapping them in. I can't think of a more touching way for the NHS to be thanked for what they've done this year.
Oh, well done, Crerar.
A big well done.
Very well deserved for the NHS and frontline workers. Hopefully, other organisations and businesses might do something themselves to reward them and make them feel like they've been appreciated, which they very much have. So here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you. So stay in touch, tell us your stories and share those photos. You can contact us by calling 01631 568 000 or by emailing editor@obantimes.co.uk. You can message us on Facebook, and at the moment you can read all of our stories for free online or pick up a copy of the OT from supermarkets, newsagents and petrol stations. To get the page-turning digital edition of the Oban Times, subscribe now and get 3 months for the discounted price of just £4.80. So for this week, it's goodbye from me, Fiona Scott.
And goodbye from me, Ellis Butcher.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.